Hello folks, this is Aditya from inspiredrise.com and this is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 6 Pro. So guys, let's begin. So guys, let's first start with an unboxing of the same. This is the Redmi Note 6 Pro, blue color, 4GB RAM, 64GB storage variant. Inside what you get is the smartphone itself. You get the SIM tray slot removal pin. You also get the documentation, warranty, etc. for the smartphone, and you get a TPU cover which will get yellow with time. A 5 volt 2 ampere charger. You have to buy the fast charger separately, and a USB micro USB cable. If you talk about the build and design, it's okay at best, nothing really exceptional compared to the Redmi Note 5 Pro. On the right hand side, you get the power button and the volume rocker. At the back, there's the camera bump, almost similar design to the Redmi Note 5 Pro. Dual SIM, dual VoLTE supported on the smartphone. At the top, you get the microphone for noise cancellation along with the 3.5mm jack. And at the bottom, there's the micro USB port along with the speaker grill. Let's talk about the display of this device. It comes with a notch style display with 500 nits of brightness and Corning Gorilla Glass protection. The chin is slightly bigger and a 1500:1 contrast ratio. This smartphone comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 636 chipset. Out of the 64GB, you get around 51GB free, and the chipset is still the same old chipset as the Redmi Note 5 Pro, and it does not come with NFC. You get almost all of the sensors that are required for a good smartphone experience. It comes with a 4000 mAh battery which supports quick charge 3.0, but you have to buy the charger separately. And then Antutu benchmark scores show that the performance is really not up to the mark. This phone will ship with MIUI 10 out of the box, and MIUI 10 performance on this one was quite good. The Snapdragon 636 is good enough still for a lot of tasks, but you have to keep in mind that it's an outdated processor, and now this is the age of Helio P70 and the age of Snapdragon 660, and it's a 1-year-old chipset right now. This phone supports Project Treble, but seamless updates are not supported. That means you would be crying for updates. The camera is a 12 megapixel one f 1.9 and 1.4 micrometer pixel size, and it's a better low light camera as compared to the camera on the Redmi Note 5 Pro. If I talk about few other things, the software does not support 4K video recording and there is EIS, but you have to keep in mind that the front camera is a 20 megapixel one which takes really good selfies, and there's also a 2 megapixel depth sensing camera in the front. Now take a closer look at all of the images that I took with this camera. All of the images looked good. There was quite a lot of detail. The low light images also looked good, and the selfies had crispness in them. There was quite a lot of sharpness. Portrait mode photos were good, but the beautification really kills it and makes me look really soft. And now let's talk about the video quality. It's okay at best. 4K video recording is not supported in the native application, and that's a pain point. The camera comes with a lot of different AI modes now and AI scene detection, which makes it better than previous year's camera. The bokeh mode also comes with new additions which allows you to change the shapes of the background lights, which is quite good. And if you watch videos on this one, they would play in 18:9 and not cover the whole notch area. So no benefit of having the notch. And now let's test the audio quality. The max audio was acceptable and I was able to shoot in 4K with the open camera application. The hardware supports it but software does not. Everyone who buys this phone would get this black cover if you buy it tomorrow in the Black Friday sale. And then there's this black color smartphone. It looks quite good and you have different color options. There's also a red colored option. The blue one looks best in my opinion. There's also a rose gold one. Fingerprint sensor works perfectly on the smartphone. There's also the face unlock feature which works well, and these are all camera dependent applications. There's also rust protection in the headphone jack and charging port for areas which are really humid, and you can see a comparison chart which shows how much has changed from the Redmi Note 5 to the Redmi Note 6 Pro. Personally, I'm really disappointed with Xiaomi and their lack of major changes. This phone also supports something known as Wi-Fi pass-through, so you have one network connected to this one and you can use your phone as a repeater sort of thing and connect to different other smartphones. The Redmi Note 6 Pro would be available for a price of 14,000 rupees for the 4GB RAM variant and 16,000 rupees for the 6GB RAM variant. Ultra slim case would be available for a lot of users who buy it tomorrow, and 2400 instant cashback and up to 6 TB of Geo 4G data. People who buy the smartphone tomorrow with the Black Friday sales and HDFC card etc. would get really good offers. So you can get it for as cheap as 12,500 rupees with HDFC card. And what I believe is that this smartphone is an okay smartphone at best, because this price range is really competitive. This is the Realme 2 Pro. You are also going to get something like the Asus Zenfone Max Pro M2 soon enough in this very price range. And when that happens, the competition will really go really high. And I've already used the Zenfone Max Pro M2, and I can assure you that it's a better smartphone than the Redmi Note 6 Pro. The Redmi Note 6 Pro has its own plus points like the camera, like the overall display and the user interface. A lot of people like me like MIUI, but still it's not the best smartphone in its price segment. So guys, this was it for this video. In case you like this one, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and do subscribe to Inspire to Rise for more awesome tech videos like this one. And guys, no matter what you do, stay inspired to rise.